Okay. All righty. So I've got the recording back up. Um, I will take and check that so you have this on the recorded part of the video. I will go back and check that, and so I'll check that question and just award you credit for it. Um, okay. So guys, um, okay, it says escriba máquina aquí o presente al entrar. So I know you're here, Fuego. Okay, gracias, Marilyn. Um, I really appreciate all your efforts this week, asking me the questions, and that's the beauty, that if one thing doesn't go well for you, you've got the others, and you nailed the other activity. So anybody that did both the conjuguemos accents, and let's say you didn't do well on the conjuguemos accents, but you did the Google form and you got 100, I'm just going to count the 100. Okay. Um, so Estela, Fuego, I'm not thinking too many other people. I know Estela did the conjuguemos one as well. I don't think too many other people tried that, and they're not here. Okay, so guys, still have that goofy cough, and it didn't bother me. All right, so guys, pregunta sobre página 228 or 288 right here, because we're going to hit that hard this next week, and so we need to hit the ground running. I've got the chat open right now, so let me know. Preguntas? Sí o no? Even if you don't, I'm going to go over it, because you guys, it's kind of sad you're the only ones here, but we can still have the, go ahead, escriba máquina in the chat box if you preguntas or not. No? Okay. Oh, Estela, you don't have to be so formal. I know you're always respectful. I know you're always respectful. Um, I can count on you three, Marilyn, Estela, Aiden. You're three of my best students for sure. I mean, um, it's just a fact. You guys really bring it to the table. So I always appreciate the fact that you're my hardest workers. And there could be other people that would come in. If they'd come in, I could name them as good students too. Um, but look, I mean, I'm telling you. So I hope you understand that I'm not just BSing you. I mean, I'm telling you the truth. That's really the way I feel. All right. So Fuego, you're saying not for this week. Well, all right. This is not really a hard topic, guys, but let's say some people make it hard, and I can tell you right now, this is not taught in English classes anymore. I can't really even remember myself when we had heavy grammar usage in grammar school, because we started grammar third grade, went fourth, fifth, all the way through high school. We always had grammar, and now they've gotten pretty much rid of it after they've really gotten rid of it in the middle grade, sixth, seventh, and eighth, at least for the largest part. And I don't remember. I remember a direct object, but I don't remember indirect objects. So let's go there, because this is going to be kind of a video for posterity's sake. All right, so let me give you something. All right, so Estela gave the letter to Marilyn. Since you're my best students, I'm going to use you for example. So I hope you don't, for posterity's sake, anybody watches this video, yeah, they must have been popular. And I'm taking my glasses off so you don't have all the glare off my glasses, so it's not a distraction. Okay, so Estela gave the letter to Marilyn. Now, what is it that Estela gave? What is it that she gave? Put in the chat what she gave. Okay, Estela gave what? Okay, you're finding the direct object at this point. So what did Estela gave? I know that sounds odd, but go ahead and write it in the chat. Even if you understand it, I want you to type it. What did Estela gave to Mari? What did Estela gave? Stop the share for a second. All right, letter. The letter is, and this is what I don't like. I don't like when it switches like this because then it shows this whole thing. Okay, that's right. Gave, letter. That's a direct object. Okay, that is the direct object. So let me go back to sharing the screen. Okay, there's Luna. Okay, Autry. Okay, okay, there's the chat. All right, so it's the letter. Go back to sharing the screen. All right, so we're gonna. All right, people are finally getting in here. All right, so people gave. All right, so Estela gave. Okay, that is a direct object. Okay, so we're going to say that that's, or excuse me, back up. The letter is a direct object. When you go to the verb, you ask yourself, what did the person give, or what did the person do? All right, so letter, objeto directo. Okay, answers what from the verb. Okay, so what did Estela gave? The letter. All right, so direct object is the first receiver of the action from the verb. So if you had an arrow, it would be going from gave to letter to tell you what the direct object. Now, who did Estela gave the letter to? Okay, escriba máquina on the chat. Escriba máquina on the chat. Yes, Marilyn. That's right. So that is the indirect object. That is the indirect object. I'm going to make that blue. Okay, I need to see if okay, the book reverses the color coding. The book reverses the color coding, but you see it here. So, all right, vamos a hacerlo azul. Okay, so Marilyn, okay, objeto indirecto. Okay, answers to whom, and that's from the direct object. Okay, objeto directo. I'm just going to put OD because I'm using an 18-point font. To whom? So, to whom did Estela give the letter? To Marilyn. Your indirect object is always going to have a to in there in English. Okay. Put indirect object if you understand. Indirect object, yes, if you understand this. Okay. I don't want to stop the screen sharing. Sometimes it comes up. Let's see if just the Alt H gets it up faster. Nope. Now I'm doing my own comments. Nope. Nope. Alrighty, so when this thing wants to be a little cantankerous, let me go back to the pause share. All right, so we got it. That might be the easiest way to do it is to, that way we keep it. Okay, so resume the share. So now, so what we're going to do is now we're going to say Estela gave, okay, what are you going to replace the letter with in English? You're going to replace Estela gave what? This is a little bit more difficult when we're, okay, so what did Estela gave? How do you replace it in English? What's the word you use? Estela gave what? Okay, we're back to the screen sharing. Estela gave two-letter word. Remember, we've already named it, so now we can replace it with a direct object pronoun. It, yes, that's right. Same idea in Spanish. Okay, so I'll resume the share. Estela gave it to, now are we going to say Marilyn again? I mean, okay, we like Marilyn's name. We like to say it, but do we say her name again? Okay, what pronoun do we replace Marilyn with? See, ella, that's right, it would be ella. And it would be a ella in Espanol. Gracias, Fuego. I'm sure Estela and Marilyn also knew that. Tyler, other guys, Luna, I hope nobody stole your Pop-Tart this morning. Yeah, gave it to her. So all this now is going to be, there you go. All right, so that's how we do it in English. Estela gave it to her. We're going to do the same thing, okay? We're going to do the same thing now. And I don't think I saved myself a space. No, it's still blue, so I'm going to have to switch it to regular, take that off and go back to this. All right, so that would be Estela dio la carta a Marilyn. All right, so Estela dio la carta a Marilyn. So I'll go ahead and get this underlined. Okay. I'm doing this, so let me go back to Format Painter. Okay, la carta, and then we're going to do this. We got to make sure Marilyn is underlined because we just have to underline her, okay? Doesn't make Estela less important, but hey, you know. I know, I'm not probably too early in the morning to get my humor, right? Okay, so Estela dio la carta a Marilyn. So la carta is objeto directo. That's what Estela gave. And then a Marilyn is the indirect object. Now I'm going to show you this real quickly because I don't want to go over too much on time, that's for sure. Gonna have to do that again. Let me see. Actually, what am I doing here? Format Painter, do all that. And that'll reverse. Let me just give myself some more spaces. All right, so Estela dio la carta a Marilyn. So what we're going to do is we're going to fix this. So remember, the pronouns come out front or come out front of the conjugated verb because it's a conjugated verb here. All right, so pronouns in front of the conjugated verb. Okay, because that's all you have. In this case, that's the only place you can put it. In older Spanish, you could attach it to the ends. You cannot do so in modern Spanish. All right, so Estela. Now, you have Marilyn. Okay, you could say a ella. I should have fixed that. A ella. Probably some of you might have had that in the chat that you were that you had that there. Let me just check the chat real quickly. Yeah, so okay, well it should have been ella. All right, so Estela dio la carta a ella. So remember, it goes objeto indirecto. I'm gonna put hoy. That's what it's gonna look like. Objeto indirecto, objeto directo. That's the way it goes. Okay, and if there's a no, it goes out in front. So Estela le dio. Hold on. All right, now take a look at this. This is important. This is the way it starts out. Le la dio. Now, according to the notes, we can never have two L words together. Otherwise, we're calling somebody a lela, and they won't appreciate that. All right, Estela is probably giggling right now, and Marilene's probably giggling too because they know what it means. So we don't want anybody to be a lela or a lelo. So what we have to do is the rule says we have to change the first word to a se. All right, we have to change the first word to a se, and let me fix this. To keep all right, this is not a good time for me to draw a blank. All right, we have to know what the le refers to. So the le still refers to a ella. Le dio, le la dio a ella. So we have to fix this. Let me color code it. All right, indirect object in front. And then objeto directo segundo. All right, and then this one is still, okay, that's the clarification phrase. You must have it for anything le or les. So, ahora, you must change it like this. Estela se la dio a ella. You just have to change it to a se. But notice, otra vez, okay, that's the indirect object part. This is still the direct object part. That's how you do a combined, all right, must change le or les to se en español. Okay, because your ella tells you the se was originally a le. Okay, that's what it tells you. The ella tells you the se was originally a le, and it tells you who it's referring to. Obviously, a girl at this point. So now, if you understand how we put the two objects together, put OIOD yes on your chat. OIOD yes. Okay, you'll have the video to review later if you need to review this. Okay, this is all in English. That's why it's so important to be there. Okay, gracias, Estela. How about everybody else? Okay, vámonos. Okay, gracias, Marilyn. I know you've got it. You're one sharp cookie. I would hate if you ever started giving a speech. I think you destroy your opponents. Same thing with Estela, but that's what I appreciate about you, Estela, is that you were getting up there and talking. I know it wasn't your first choice necessarily, but you got up there and you made TPR and calendar a lot more enjoyable, you with Maddie. So I appreciate you guys doing that. Okay, I've got a yes from Estela and Marilyn. How about you, Fuego? Tyler, you still there? Adam, you still there?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right, Marilyn, if you have to, that's fine. You've got the basic stuff. You understand it. You can look at the video later. Okay, so nos vemos. But I want it typed on the chat, guys, if you're still there. Okay, if you understand this, I want you to confirm, please, because I have to send the document chat in a separate file. Go ahead, Marilyn. Nos vemos. All right, so guys. All right, so let me get back to it. All right, so Tyler, Adam, you're going to have to go back and watch the full part of this video because you're going to need this. Okay, this is not a tough concept, but when I do this, if I do a separate video, yeah, it's going to be all in Spanish, but it's going to be the same thing. Okay, so nobody should be confused. That's why I do these Zooms, and that's why they're important. And it's unfortunate people are not showing up for these because I sent out another email, plus or minus. So I know 57 people know that this Zoom was going on, and most of them chose not to show up, which, again, unfortunate. Okay, let me resume the share. So now, let's try to get a quick. Let me get a quick example here. Let me think of one. Okay, I've got to do a second one. So, all right, so I'm gonna have to skip. All right, so are you going to give them to me? All right, so are you going to give them to me? All right, now kind of throwing you in the, not throwing you in the deep end here. We still have about 5 minutes on the main part. If anybody wants to stay longer, they're welcome. Now, are you going? There's two ways to say this. Okay, so it starts, comienza con B. All right, comienza con B. So, are you going? There's two ways to say it. Unmute if you know it, or write it. Are you going? Let me pause the share for a second. Okay, no one said anything yet. Okay, are you going? It's either 2 or 3 letters. Comienza con B. Yes, vas. That's it. Va or vas. So let me resume the share. Gracias, Stella y Fuego. Man, I tell you, I had 30. If I had 30 of you or copies of you and Marilyn, I could rule the world. Not that I want to. So vas. Now remember, you always have an a after any form of verb. So vas a. We've got that. Are you going? I'm going to color code this. So are you going? Let's make that a bold because I just want to. Okay, so vas a. Let me just do the vas. Okay, you've got to note the a is there. All right. To give. That starts with a D. I already said it. Well, I used part of it. Let me say dar. Okay, vas a dar. All right. What is to me? It's a 2-letter word. It's a 2-letter word. Vas a dar. It's a 2-letter word. It's very close. It's very close to this. Let me pause the share for a second. So vas a dar, and in this case, you're going to attach it to the infinitive. Me, yes, Estela, you are a star. Well, you're a spark. You're a spark. You're the spark that gets everything going. Gracias. Vas a darme. Now, you don't know what the them is. If you're not given what the them is, just put los if you're not told. And this is where you have to have the accent, right? Dármelos. Now I'm going to color code it. Vas a dármelos? Okay, you can say it another way. Let me color code it. To give, I'm going to have to do it a totally different totally different color. Okay, let's make it a this. Okay, then I need to stop saying okay so much. Dar, there you are. Now them, that's a direct object. That's a direct object. So here's your direct object right here. It was red. So we're going to copy that. Now look, the direct object, like I told you, comes second. Okay, I'm not a liar, am I? Okay, it's still the second thing. Now to me, and I need to copy that. Okay, so there's the direct object. All right, and then to me, that is, well, to me is an indirect object. All right, and for time's sake, I'm just going to take and give you the other option. You can also still put them in front of the conjugated verb. All right, conjugated verb is was. Conjugated verb is was. So you could also put, and it's still the same order, you just bring them out. Me, los, vas, a dar. That's your two ways. Okay. Whoops. So I'm going to have to color code again. Okay. Los. All right. And then this one is the indirect object. Okay. So there you go. So, me los vas a dar. That's the two ways. Now, if you understand how I got the combination, put combo yes. Somebody else dropped off. We're down to 4. Put combo yes. Okay, combo yes. Escriba máquina. Pause the share for a second. Okay, combo yes. If you understand how I got the dármelos and the me los vas a dar. Okay, there we go, Estela. Muy bien. How about you, Fuego? I don't know who dropped off right off. Fuego, how about you? Adan, how about you? You got it. All right. All right, that's exactly what the book is explaining. I've gone to great pains to color code it similarly to the book. All right, Tyler, you still there? You didn't get it? Okay. What you're going to have to do, Tyler, unless you want to stay longer, you're going to have to go to this color coding. Okay. So I have this here. All right. So let me show you real quickly, Tyler. I'm going to reshare my screen. Now, guys, does anybody else need to go? Now, if you've got it, I'm going to let you go unless somebody wants an extra example. Okay, it's 11:02. If you've got it, you can go. If you want an extra example, then ask me for an extra example. I know this is different, but you got to tell me. You've got to tell me if you want an extra example. If you say extra example, say extra example, yes. Type it on the chat. Nobody wants an extra example. Okay, so what I'm probably figuring is I've got Adam, Tyler, Estela. Well, Adam, Tyler, and Estela because Marilyn left. Because it's counting me as well. All right, Tyler. What we're saying here is that I'll go back to the share, okay? So Tyler, quickly, when we're here, here's the original sentence we started with. Estela gave the letter to Marilyn. All right, so letter, I'm going to go back and color code that. Letter is the direct object. Should have done the whole thing. All right, So the objeto directo, the direct object, answers what? You get to, what did Estela gave? The letter. That's a direct object. That's the first recipient of the action from the verb. All right. The objeto indirecto, okay, the indirect object is to Marilyn. You always see the to here. That's what gives it away in English. So Estela gave what to whom? Or excuse me, Estela gave the letter to whom? That's to Marilyn. That to Marilyn is the indirect object. So Tyler, if you got what the direct object is in English and the indirect object is, put do yes. And then if you see what the indirect object is in English and how to get it, put io yes. Okay, there's the explanations right here. Put do yes, and then put io yes if you've got that in the English part. Adam, do the same thing if you're still there. This is critical. I'll pause the sharing so I can get the. All right, so good. Good, Tyler. Adam, did you get it? That goofy cough. You watch me. I'll walk outside and I'll be fine. Adam, you still there? All right, well, Tyler, you got it. So if Adam isn't there, let me say, I believe fuego. So that means fuego Estela. Okay, Adam must have left. Son of a gun. He came in and he did a hit and run. Well, I guess somebody did steal his Pop-Tart or he went and stole someone else's. All right, so I'm going to resume the share real quickly. Now, here's how I change it, Tyler. Now, Stella gave the letter to Marilyn. I'm not going to keep saying Marilyn, and I'm not going to keep saying the letter. The whole point of getting a direct object and indirect object is to replace it with a pronoun. So look, here's a color coding. It's red. Do you see that? The indirect object is blue. Do you see that? Now, I'm going to change it in English. Estela gave what? It. That refers back to the letter. And then the indirect object is to her. Notice it's blue. To Marilyn. Now, if you get the pronoun change, put pronoun changes, yes. Oh, somebody else dropped off. Who's left? Probably just me, Tyler, and somebody. All right, good, Tyler. All right, so who's left? Is it Estela? You are an extra hard worker. You're an extra hard worker. Gracias. If you got on drill team and you want to make sure I come out and see a performance, you come by and ask me next year, okay? And I will be there. I will remember stuff like this because when people stay for me and they take it that seriously, because I know you understand this. You come by and ask me next year for drill team performance like you're performing at halftime, I will show up, okay? You got it? Tell me yes if you understand that, okay? Okay, I'm serious. And if you remember anything about me, I know you notice everything I do. That's what scares me sometimes. I'm like, oh brother, if I do something wrong, Stella's gonna know. So it's like, yeah, I know she's gonna pick up on it. So you ever have a drill team performance, I'm gonna be there. Okay, I've already been to Tyler's football game, so he knows I'll show up. He said, did you see me run and get that fumble? I said, yes, I did, Tyler. He said, that's the fastest I ever ran in my life. It was pretty fast. All right, so let me get back to the share. So Tyler, all right, so this is translated again. Estela dio la carta a ella. So this goes back up into here, the letter. All right, la carta, that's in Spanish. That's a direct object, that's red. And then to Marilyn, I had to change it to a ella. You can still have a Marilyn, but I said to her. So now, can you see how I made the change? Dio is a preterite for gave. So if you can see Spanish change, type Spanish change, yes. Spanish change, yes. Estela dio la carta a ella. Because what this is saying is that la carta, the direct object comes first when it's in this form, and the indirect object comes second when it's in this form. Okay, only when it's in this form, the original form. Okay, let me pause the share. All right, good. All right, so you're with us. I'm telling you, Stella, you're such a trooper. Son of a gun. All right, and Tyler, I thank you for staying. All right, so let me resume the share. So let me go down here. Now look, pronouns in front of the conjugated verb. You have to change it. All right, so look. So the indirect object goes first when you redo them, and the direct object goes second. The direct object goes second. Estela, Lela, and then you still keep the ella because you must know who did it. So that still tells us it was to a girl. We know it's to Marilyn. All right. So if you see how I got the le and the la, that's le for to her. That's the indirect object pronoun. The la refers to la carta. I just dragged it down, and I just copied the ella. So if you see how I did the le la, Tyler, put le la yes. It's not correct on the le la, but it shows you the order. So if you get it, put le la yes. Okay, good. Now, the rule says, Tyler, that you cannot leave a le or les like it is. Okay, you just can't do it. So let me finish the color coding. You must change the le or les, and I believe it's because of some kind of sound issue. No, because the vowels are distinct. There must be some other reason. All right. So the le and les, the rule says you must change the le or les to say. That's why in the actual example that's correct, you must write, if you write this originally, that's fine. But you have to change the le to say. Okay, so you see le, say. Notice the la is in the same position, the a is in the same position. If you understand the rule for le or les has to change to say in Spanish, put le, les, say, yes. All you have to do is follow the rule, Tyler. Do you have it? Do you understand the le, les to say? Put le, les, say, yes. Let me give you the share again. But if you understand it, le, les changes to say, yes. That's how you have to change it. That's why the say appears to disappear, but it doesn't. It's just kind of masked. It's kind of disguised. All right, good. All right, so the last one, Tyler. I'm trying to finish this up because to convert this on my machine, even with the upgraded RAM, it's still going to probably take about 40 minutes to upload it for everybody. All right, so let me resume the share. Now, here's this. Are you going to give them to me? To give is simply dar. The are you going is va or vas. It doesn't matter which thing you want to use, because I don't tell you if it's formal or friend. All right, so are you going is vas. You always have the that follows it. That's a little brother you can't get rid of. To give is dar. All right, now look, when you attach to the end of the infinitive, the order is still indirect object, direct object. Okay, so notice blue, there you are. To me, I'm translating Spanish. Them, los, you always put los if you're not given a specific them, like we hit up there, like la carta. Okay, but you can also put it in front of the conjugated verb. So you can do this. So, well, that's going to be too much. I want to put it right out. So two options. Okay. Indirect object, direct object, at End of infinitive. IODO. Okay. Front of verb. I've got to put it like that so we see it. All right. So if you understand that you have the two options positions, put two options, yes. Two options, yes. All right, nos vemos, Estela. All right, gracias, Estela. You are an angel. All right, so guys, that concludes it. Nos vemos. I appreciate it. I'll upload this if you want to watch it later. Nos vemos, Estela. Tyler, do you still have any questions? All right, I'll upload the video, probably take about 45 minutes. Take care, man. I appreciate it. All right, muy bien.